Hello everybody, welcome to the next part of my topic video of laboratory software. You already know who this is, it's your boy Laz. And today we're going to be checking out slope stability. I'm going to be honest with you, what I'm hoping what slope stability is for this software program, for Geosystems that is I'm hoping it's for direct shears, because it's like the only thing I can think of when it comes to software testing, or not software testing, laboratory testing to be reported. So I kind of hope it's that, but a little bit of a disclaimer, I don't know how long this video is actually going to be, for the simple fact that even if it is for a direct shear test, or some people call it friction angle, I don't have any data to really see how it's going to work, because this is a test that we really don't do often. It's not requested often, and it's mostly because, here in the great state of Florida, there's not really any hills or mountains. It's very flat. So usually, if this is for a direct shear test, which I'm hoping it is, because on the newer versions of Geosystems they call it the shear test or the shear package. So this is why I'm not too sure what we're actually going to be digging into. But anyways, if this is for a direct shear, usually you test that on something that has a steep incline, because and I know I'm going to simplify this a lot and probably butcher the hell out of this as well, because my general lack of experience of doing this often enough to really understand the test. So pretty much you're just trying to determine how much does the soil shear under a certain amount of load, and how much force does it take for the soil to shear, because at a certain incline the soil will start losing its stability and it will start to shear under forces and weight and whatnot. That's kind of the simplified version, but anyways, enough of me talking. Like I stated before, that's kind of the disclaimer for this video. I'm hoping it is that, but even if it is, I don't have any data to go with it. So anyways, let's just go through all the steps and whatnot. Got XP up and running right now. Almost forgot my password. So I already got the disk filled, or the disk filled up. I already have the virtual disk already, ready to go and whatnot. I know I don't message him that often. Well, I message him often. It's just on AIM and whatnot. It's just a lot of random back and forth. He's offline, how can that be? Okay. Actually, yeah, no, I'll just exit out of that. Okay, so let's install this thing. Enough of me messing around and whatnot. So, my computer. Okay, that, and Intel iPhone compatible. What the hell? The hell is... That's really weird. SB slope. Wait. Hold on, I'm having a brain fart. How the hell do I install this? There's the install, but that's a batch file for MS-DOS. There's another batch file. Ooh. I mean, I think this is an application file. Okay. We got SP3, SP, GSX. That's weird because there's no installer file. We got this batch file here. Actually, let's check out the help document. That may not help us. Scroll 10 lines, delete, insert. Pressing a key to continue. Okay. That help file wasn't really helpful, was it? Well, this is weird because all the other ones had installers. I mean, I told you this could be a very short video. Why is it saying that? You know, because look, it was created in 1996. It knew it knew the iPhone was going to be here the whole time. Oh man, I guess I don't think the batch file is really going to help, but I think all these individual files are just part of the program for it to run. So I don't know. Let's try the batch file. And of course it went so fast because I'm pretty sure the batch file is the same thing for what the help file is going to say. So yeah, because I think everything's going to be the same thing here. SB slope. I wonder if this is just a DOS based file. I'm curious what this LP file is. Oh wait, I'm an idiot because it said it was like, what, a DLL? Or a DI? Configuring utility. Configuring utility DLL, okay. Okay, it is a DLL. Alright, yeah, no, that ain't gonna help us. Okay. I'm pretty sure none of these are going to do anything. Yeah, they're all like... Wow, I wonder if this whole thing is DOS based. Jesus, I'm so used to... I hate me sometimes because I'm so used to either using Windows 10 or 11. I'm used to hitting the Windows key and then I can just start typing, and then in the search, and then I get it when I need the run prompt. So really need Windows key R. Oh man, I'm assimilating. Feel like a newbie. All right. Oh no. Okay, yeah, so we're going to try command prompt. So we have command.com, and let's do A drive. Whoops, not do A drive. Oh my goodness. Oh good lord, I'm going to look like an idiot here. Now I got to try to remember. I don't know if that's actually... No. Wait a minute. No, that's... I should just be able to type A and it should just go there. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, D's not operable. So wait a minute. Yeah, what the hell is going on here? Okay, I guess no slash. I'm an idiot. Just make sure that's going to work. Okay, so I guess let's try the install. Yeah, I guess let's try the install.bat. See if we get anything more from here. Okay, let's see here. Slope indicator, I'm pretty sure maximizing that is Let's see, 3 is not recognized as an internal or external command. 3, okay. New installation. Before running this install program, create a subdirectory for SB-Slope on your computer's hard disk, or use the subdirectories created for the demo program. Let's see, upgrade. When running this install program to upgrade an existing installation of SB-Slope, follow the instructions above. And respond with Y. So, because I want to say I have a Geosys folder. Whoops, didn't mean to bump the microphone. Oh, it's taking me to documents. Oh. Really? You're going to be like this? You're only going to keep me here in the documents? You bastard. Fine. Be weird. I know that's why I'm not a fan of command prompt, but command prompt is more DOS friendly than cmd.exe. You know, because here's cmd.exe, and then here's command prompt, which are both the exact same thing. I don't know why I did that. So I could have just minimized them. But, you know, this is more DOS friendly when you can do that. But I think really anything past XP, it's just, you know, I think everything's just the cmd.exe at the end of the day, to be honest. That's the reason why I'm doing all this in XP, because I know this is a bit more DOS friendly. I feel like it's the last integration of this being DOS friendly. But, so, good lord. Yeah, I do have a Geosys folder. So I think I should just do, I mean, I don't really care if I unload it here. Yeah, I don't even know if we'll even be able to use it, only because I think that's completely DOS based, which is weird because it came with the whole software package with the binder. So I'm wondering if that one's just DOS based because they never made it into a nice graphical user interface kind of thing. It's just a hunch for that one. So if I do cd, actually, can I do cd ... You're going to be weird. Or are you just going to take me right to the same thing? Well, yeah, it kind of worked. Alright, so let's do cd, c. God, I hope I don't have to do DOS things, because I got to do it like that. And I suck at doing that. Geosys. Geosys? See, Geosys. Wait. I think I'm using the wrong. Okay, hold on. See. Damn it, I did it again. It's supposed to be that. Oh, good lord. Watch as Laz struggles. There we go. Good lord, you'd think I would see that by now. Hey, alright, perfect. So we're here. So I guess again, we'll go back to the AA drive. Let's check out because that's probably the directory I'm going to go. So let's see. So change to the new subdirectory on the hard disk and change to the floppy drive with this installation program on it, and enter the command install. Okay, so I guess let's just try doing install C. You know what? Let's create a subdirectory. Yeah, we'll just create a subdirectory. Let's see. Yes. Yes, we do need that. EGA. Probably not, but we'll still have it just in case if anything weird happens. Oh, good lord. I'm just going to install. Sure. I think I have that. Let's see, copying version 2 of the program, video and printer graphic drivers for version 2.0. The system cannot find the path specified. There are 3 Hewlett Packard compatible laser printer drivers choices. Will you need HP? No, I don't. No, because I don't have. Well, it's a virtual machine. Do you need dot matrix printer support? Nah. Wow, pen plotter support. Holy crap. I thought we already answered this. Change to C slope and type SP to run the program. Okay, so I think this program's completely DOS based. Oh boy. Oh boy. Aren't we gonna have fun? Okay, well, it says everything installed. I'm sure it did. I think I could have hit the go. Okay, so it should have created a directory. I'm not seeing it though. Or did it seriously just create a... Oh man. I'm wondering if I gotta do that again, because it seems like something, or I wonder if nothing installed, because technically this is just a regular user account. But then why wouldn't it? I wonder if that's why that didn't happen, because there is no slope folder. We have the demo.geo and then the las.geo, and that's part of the project setup for Geosystems. Okay, you know what? It says it created it. So, tell you what. Let's see if it did. It's just I don't think it. I don't think it did. God dang it. I don't think it did. Do I have to type out the whole thing? Oh, good lord. Can I use the tab? Nope. That's right, this is DOS. All those little cheats and stuff, man. Geosys. No. Which is no surprise. Likely because I don't think it installed. I don't think it installed because I think this needs to be elevated. Oh no. I know that this is what I get for doing proper security and stuff because, yeah, all I need is a regular user account to do things, but how wrong am I? Yeah, because we only have the demo.geo, the las.geo, and those are the project files. So I don't think it created it because this doesn't have administrator access. So now I gotta remember. I don't know if actually if that would work or not, because I can't remember if you could do cmd/a. Oh man, I can't remember if that is a thing. Hold on, I gotta consult the Google now. I know you can get, it's just I'm wondering if you actually have to be on an administrator account to do this, and that's gonna suck because I really don't want to elevate my account and go back and just do everything. So let me see. I know I feel like a noob doing this because I know in Windows 10 and 11 you can type CMD or you can search for it. Well, you know what? I don't think oh, accessories. I mean, you got command prompt, but I don't think there's a there's a run as. Okay, there we go. Ding ding ding. Okay, I'm glad I played around with that. Okay, there we go. So let's try this again. Let's try this again. A and we're going to do install.bat, and then we're going to do install, and we're going to try this again. So C Geosys slope. Yes, 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 sure. No, 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 no. Yes, and yes, and yes. Okay. So I wonder if that did that now, which, you know what, let's just see real quick. Refresh. Nothing. Nothing at all. And that has elevated rights. At least it should have elevated rights. Okay. Well, I did say I didn't know how long this video was going to be. So, yeah, we're kind of hitting a brick wall. Almost, but I guess what I might do, I wonder if I should just make a folder right on the directory. Speaking of that, Can I even do that? Yeah, no, I can. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I'll just make a new folder right here on the directory. The hell is this? Well, that's ominous. Is this a virus? First stage program. Oh, it's for Geosystems. Okay. Okay. That's weird. I didn't notice that. So I think what I'm going to try to do next is I'll see if I can just try to create a folder right here on the main directory itself, because it's not working here. So I think I'll just try doing that instead and seeing if it'll work. You know, I mean, this is DOS, so, you know, I don't know. So, I don't know, let's try this again. Install C, and let's say slope. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 yes, and yes, and yes. Okay. So this is all it did. It just made a slope file. So I'm wondering what the issue is here, because it didn't create the directory as it indicated. And it said you could type in a directory or whatever, so yeah, it just didn't do it. So I wouldn't doubt if we go to here, so we got a slope file. Let's see if we actually have a slope file. Yeah, there's a slope file right there. That's really weird. Okay. Well, I guess let me log on to administrator and go from there. I really didn't want to do that, but I mean, that's the only thing I can think of what's happening is, since this isn't an elevated account, it might be something weird like that. So yeah, okay, fine. We'll try administrator. Oh boy, this is going to take a while. As we wait. Okay, I'm sure. Whoa. Oh, there was something. You know what? Let me minimize that. It'll resolve itself. It always does. All right, yeah. So we don't. I don't think we got anybody right now. Yep, nope. Still just me. That's cool. I don't mind talking into the abyss. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay, so now we wait. We wait on this. Oh joy. Okay, yeah, still recording. Whoa. Alright. Why is the recycle bin all the way over here? What is going on here? Okay, yeah, I know. There's updates. AVG pimp. I bet the firewalls. I don't know why it does that every single time. Stupid. Okay, so I guess let's try this again. So now we're in the administrator account. So that makes sure the floppy disk is accessible. Cool. Okay. So now we are in the system administrator account. So we could do some real damage right now. This is my favorite place to be. You know, hold on. I'm getting some weird vibes right now. Okay, yeah, I guess everything's looking alright. You know, just having some things here. Oh my god, why is the performance and everything sucks? Probably because I'm recording and doing everything else. Okay, anyways, sorry, I just had a vibe about something there. Alright, so let's go to A. That's not how that works. Okay, so let's go install.bat. Install C. Let's do C slope. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Yes, yes, sure. Okay, so now whoop. Okay, wait. Nope, it looks like it just did the same thing again. That's what it's looking like. I think this program might be a flop. Or it might only be able to work on... Yeah, just did that. Wow. Okay, well... Yeah, I guess this is going to be a really short video. Yeah, I guess so. You know, I mean, there ain't... You know, you just see me struggle. Yeah, I guess this just can't install. This might need an older version of Windows, perhaps. That could be the reason why we're having this problem. I just want to see what else we have here, because I don't think that's going to do anything. You know, we might. I don't know. Let's check out a few more things before we give up, because we do have some of these other applications. These are specifically MS-DOS applications here, but like this GSX, this is just a standard application. It's 8 kilobytes big, so I don't, not too sure. But you know what? Let's you know, I'm sure this isn't going to go anywhere at this point. Damn it, did it again. So, um, let's see what the SB slope.bat does. If anything. Ooh, yeah, this is DOS Geosystems. Engineer, software, yep. Yep, for... So is that actually... Okay, so it did... Recall data file, create a new data file, set up program and hard. How about set up program and hardware options? Okay, yeah, so that's the program that should be running. Okay, well, what if we create a new data file? Yeah, let's do demo 1. Wait. Oh crap, I'm screwing up. 3? Yes. 3 was not found. Type in the... Okay, so type in the name of the file to be used. So 1. I want to use the demo 1, but then it does that and then type in a description of 44 characters. That's... Yeah, I can't even spell test. Yeah, okay, sure. Soil pore pressure ratio, fluid weight gain, tension cracks. Ooh. I am not too sure what this is. Use enter to change. God, this sucks because it still has all this other stuff right here. So this is what sucks, is it's doing this from here, and I wish this would just change or something. Okay, I think that's probably what I gotta do, because this is... Okay, enter a fluid weight. I don't know, 62.4. I mean, I already got that technically. Soil parameters. Is this just coordinates? I wish I could... How do I... Recall data file from disk. Type the name of the... Oh, type the name of the file to be used. Okay, that's why I created a new one. Demo 1. I'm wondering if this just plots coordinates and that's all it does. Basic introductory sample, project, basic embankment sample, location, mini construction projects. Nice location. cohesion, PHI. I don't know what PHI stands for. I mean, it's like I said, I'm not really too sure what this program does. I mean, we're just playing around with things now at this point. So, let's escape from the menu. Can I get a graphics display? Okay, yeah, so I think this just plots lines. It just does XY stuff. Line parameters. Do I have to select something? Like what? I pressed F3. What about F2? F1. Yeah, let's escape. I probably pressed too much stuff now. Okay, so I think, oh my god, this just like went full screen. Okay, yeah, so it looks like it just actually plots coordinates. And then you just do things. Factor of safety calc, what is that? Change center, automatic search, interactive graphic. What's how interact? Number of slices. Let's do 20. Sure. Digitize center. Window original. Let's say F7. So I guess you could just do that and select or something. Oh, cool. Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, I think this just like plots is what it seems like. Yeah. Or oh, no. No, I don't. Reading's hard. Make data revisions. Yeah, let's go back to the main menu. Okay, so that's what slope indicator thing does. So now we're back to the operating system. Are we still like in... Okay, we still are in... Whoops, didn't mean to bump into the mic. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, hey, there we go. So I'm wondering, is this just like full screen now or something? How about we exit and we try that again? So, okay, we definitely know that this is DOS based. It is Geosystems. It's just, what am I doing? So, alright. So that would be the SB slope. Let's see here. But I'm wondering if everything's that. So, well, I guess let's try. We're going to go and try some exes because I think the like ask gsx.com and whatnot and .sys, like all that's like DOS stuff. So, let's actually try some exes. I know, scary, right? So, yeah, let's try this. What do we got? this gsx.exe. Graphic Systems extension. Okay, that's what that is. For PC-DOS and MS-DOS versions 1.1 and above. Okay, so that's what that is. That's for graphics. Alright, so that makes sense. We can try this lp.exe. See what that does. Oh, laser print driver. There you go. This driver is operated directly by other Geosystem programs. That's cool. That makes sense. So we got sb.exe. Let's see what that does. It's not a recognize. SB. I typed sp. sb.exe. That's about what I say. It's kind of weird because I'm almost wondering, to be honest, I'm almost wondering if the whole batch file just copies everything onto disk into a directory now. Is what I'm beginning to wonder, because it seems like everything can run just fine off the floppy disk. So I don't, Okay, so I'm pretty sure the SB3 is probably going to be the same window thing. So, but let's try it. I almost did the same thing again. Oh, hey, this one's fancier. Version 3.0. Ooh, this one's a lot more prettier to look at. So, let's see here. Select the file to analyze, press escape. Let's check out demo 1 again. Ooh, yeah, no, this one's much more sophisticated. Yeah, I think this just does... Let's see. Q. So let's check out demo 4. Ooh, and we got examples too. Hey, we might get some better luck here. Whoa. I wonder if this is just the person giving XY coordinates for lines to be connected. I feel like that's what this whole thing is, so you can make nice, sophisticated looking graphs. So I think it's just an open thing that you could do anything, which would make sense why we call it slopes, because you could do slopes. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what this is for. Let's see. Output to print. And it seems like you can only print things from here. Let's see. We got interactive graph, range search, automatic search, grid search, single surface change view, display information. Yeah, let's display information. What's going on here? Move the cursor to the area. Okay. Okay, there we go. I just realized there's an X right there. What's up with this purple or this violet here? Press enter. Could not determine location. Does that have to be on the line? Does that have to be this line? No, that one kind of skips over it. That one kind of skips over that one too. How about here? Okay. Okay, the area the cursor is in, you can press any key. So line 14 from 14. So 150.2 to 150.2 to 105.1 to 15, which is 160.0 to 110.0. Soil 3. I'm just kind of not. It's interesting. Let's check out technical options. Oh yeah, the number of slices. It's this thing again. Rapid drawdown unit. We got. Whoops, I've been using arrow keys too much. Sure. Let's try technical. Is now 10. So what if we did 20? And we'll do bishop. Enter the drawdown units. Oh, fuck. I don't know what that is. Let's see, 150.5. Yeah. I don't think I've seen anything change. Wait, did this line move? I wasn't paying attention. Huh. I think that's all this thing does is just I think this just draws graphs. I think all this does is you could draw XY access points. I really think that's what this is. So if we go back to 1, oh yeah, probably because I, messed that up there. Great, now we're really in DOS mode. That's okay. Yeah, so SB3 is version 3 of the slope indicator. Yeah, so I think this is just a basic XY axis thing, before it's time, so you could draw things and whatnot. Man, that's something. Yeah, I don't know what else we could try, because I think we tried all the AXEs. And I don't think anything else is really going to work. Because, I think it's just a component of the program for it to work. So, yeah, I'm telling you, I have a feeling this whole install.bat is probably just it copying everything and then putting it into whatever directory you need it to go. The weird part is I don't see any slope or whatever, so I don't know. I'm not a fan of this, but I think what I'll try to do, we're just going to exit out of here. I don't like this idea. I really don't, but I guess I'll see maybe if it can only install just on the system drive. It says that it can do whatever, and I know I'm not over the 8 characters. It's either 8 or however many that you need for DOS, and then once it goes over, then you use the tilde sign with a 1 or a 2 depending on how many directories you have. I didn't really learn too much of that while I was in, PC support, mostly because, Windows 98 was already obsolete, but we just had to know how to support it in certain DOS systems because it was still in use, because, people didn't like change, and it was hard for people to move to XP and all the other newer stuff, some background here on my history. So I think I'll try it again just for shits and giggles. Try doing the install bat, but I'm just going to say, hey, dump it here on the C drive, and let's see if it'll actually do it, because I'm wondering if it's just having an issue with that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's whoops, but I think it's worth a try. you know, because I'm just curious to see if this is just literally copying all the contents or not, but it's making a slope file. So I don't know if it's making the slope file because of the directory I'm trying to give it, or if it's actually going to create files and contents from what's on the disk. That's the thing I'm not 100% sure about. So this is why, I'll try just to see. I'm just going to say just to C drive, just do C. Whoops, I messed up. Install C. Do I need the thing? Yeah, no. Yes. We're just going to say yes to everything. I mean, what do I have to lose? Ugh. It did more stuff. It did more stuff. And type SB slope. But that's the weird part. I don't think it did SB slope. See, so now this time we have this and this. So it did let's see here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted another one of these. Oh, Jesus, I'm so used to new Windows. It's not great. I'm just curious to see. Because we got that one. It seems like it just only moved 2 files. Yeah, so I think it was trying to create a directory, but it couldn't. But it still can't do anything. And I think this is happening because I think everything can run here, because here's the one here, the dot out, and the dot SDT file, whatever that is. I'm telling you, I have a feeling that this is only happening, or this is just supposed to copy everything, but then these pre-configurations is just going to set up these files. So now these files are set up, but it didn't do exactly what we wanted it to do. Once again, this is the problem we dealt with before, because technically it says, installation is now complete. Change to drive C and type SB slope to run the program, and that's not going to happen. I mean, let's try it. So, and even if we look here, we have an auto exec bat, the commit.com, the config.sys, the LP, which that's the laser printer driver, and I forget what that does. I guess let's find out. Actually, let's do another directory just to see if anything refreshed. Yeah, because I mean, this we can't see, probably because they're hidden. Whoop, that's not a dot. Cool, that's what it did. And just for shits and giggles, let's do the LP dot exe, and yep, it's just the yeah. So I think this program, well, I wouldn't say it's a bust, but it seems like it can run right off the disk. Which, I mean, let's be honest. If this is the DOS age, yeah, a fair amount of computers had hard drives. You probably had the space to do it. It just depends, honestly. I mean, hell, let's. I know I just closed out of it, and because I don't think the help file says anything. Yeah, no. So the help file is just for the version 3 there. That LP thing's so. Why does it say that? It's just so weird that it's that, but it's a DLL. That's so weird. My how times have changed. Um, yeah, because I mean, this is like 98, so. But yeah, so I guess the whole point of this program is literally to make, well, air quotes here, slopes. So you're just making graphs. And it seems like everything, you just do an XY access point, you can see what it is. Hey, I want this point from here to here, and then it draws the line however that you want and whatnot. So, I mean, it doesn't seem complicated to use, but obviously it's too tedious. I'm not going to draw with it or make slopes or anything. So yeah, so this wasn't anything like how I started a video, which I'm not surprised. That's why I started with my disclaimer before, because I didn't know what this program was going to be. I had no idea, because I know the current version of Geosystems that I use does not have anything called slope. Nothing. So that's why I knew I was going into this blind. So now we know. We've learned something today, ladies and gentlemen, and children's, and everybody. So okay, yeah. So there's that program and whatnot. I haven't heard anybody. I'm pretty sure nobody's still here. I don't know why I keep going to here. I can't check messages and things like that. Okay, yeah, no, nobody. All right, so no questions to answer. That's great. I love that, because there ain't much that I can explain. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is well, I didn't know what we were going to get into, so I'm glad I covered my bases. I'm glad I didn't think it was like how I started. I thought it might have been direct shear or something like that. Just, worded differently. I mean, it was a different time back in '98. I was still just a kid that knew nothing about this industry whatsoever, or never dreamed of working and doing the things that I'm doing now. But yeah, I mean, hopefully you enjoyed it. I didn't think that was going to be completely DOS space, and I love making an ass of myself. See me struggle with old concepts and things that I should know as a computer guy, but it just slips from my head because I don't do computers as often as I used to. Anyways, enough of me talking. Hopefully you guys liked the video. I kind of had a fun time. I kind of love doing things like this. Almost everything I do is unscripted anyway. But I like this. I mean, this was what my education was then. With PC support is just if you get something new, you just play around with it, see what it does. However you can utilize it, but usually you have a better idea on what the idea of the program is. And don't get me wrong, I know I have a book, or I have a binder where all the discs came from with things, but I don't know if I have the actual section for the slope designation or indicator, whatever in the world I'm calling it. But yeah, that's it. I'm done talking. Actually, no, I'm not done talking. So this is going to be the last video for the Geosystem program. There's still, you could say, a part 2 coming up. We're going to look at a different, I've I mean, if anybody reads my blogs or anything like that, I've already indicated we're covering Geosystems, and then we're going to be covering a different program that came with a soils book for beginners, or not really beginners, but people that wanted to learn more about soil mechanics. But this one came with Excel spreadsheets, and it came with its own little program and whatnot that, I played around with a little bit, or played around for a little bit, before I decided to make this video topic series. So, yeah, I didn't think we were going to be ending Geosystems with like not actually using the program that we've been using, but here we are. Okay, now I'm done talking. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.